Hit that like button if you're watching me on YouTube right now and you want to have good luck today. So Meek Mill calls out labels to have things a little bit more fair. And let's break this down because there's a lot of ways to look at a record deal. You know, it's like doing any business deal. You can do a bad deal. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Well, Meek Mill made a good statement today. He said all record labels should be letting artists have ownership, or you will be viewed as a slave master. Make it even for both sides. Everyone's putting money up, and we're the creators. Is that asking too much? Well, let's go back to Leo Cohen. He invented the 360 deal, which is taking a piece of pretty much everything. He looks at it as they're putting the money up and investing. They should get a piece of all the action, you know, meaning shows, book deals, movie deals, online store t-shirts, merchandise, selling CDs, video games, booking fees, speaking events, live shows, because they're turning you into a brand. Now, that's only true if they're starting from zero. But what if you were starting, in this case, they're acting like a bank giving you a loan, but really they're investing in your business because you're a business, right? You have something to offer. It's not just, you can't buy yourself out of a record contract because they're investing with you. Just like they do on Shark Tank, they act as venture capitalists. Now, a venture capitalist looks at a company. It's kind of what Nas is doing. They look at a company that exists already and they do a seed round and they put money into it to keep the business going. But more like on Shark Tank with a record label, they're using their already existing connections with, you know, social media influencers, MTV, BET, you know, they're using all that to build you up as a brand, just like Whack 100 is using his relationships to build up Blueface. So trust me, he's in a 360 deal. No matter what he says, they built Blueface from absolutely nothing. I mean, I've never heard of the guy until they started getting involved. So in this case, they're kind of like a Shark Tank person, and then they can say, okay, we want 50%, we want 60%, but you should still get a profit share because you're still the product, right? Or it's your product. You're the product that you own, so you should still maintain 50%. Meek Mill's right about this, and this is something that Prince would always fight about. You know, labels, most of the time, want 100% of your masters, and they want, you know, they can't take every aspect. Like, you know, they can't take the writing and everything from you unless you're in a 360. They shouldn't be able to share in everything because it's more complex than just a product. There's a lot of aspects going into it. Beats, this. It's a creative process, you know, and every product you create is different. So my point is, yes, Meek Mill is right. You should maintain ownership of your masters. And, you know, yes, the label does deserve to own a percentage if they're putting the money up and using their connections and acting like a venture capitalist or a shark on Shark Tank, you know? A lot of people who didn't get funding from Shark Tank would be nowhere because they didn't have the connections to walk into a Walmart or a Kroger or something and get on those shelves, you know? And that one thing could, you know, make your small business where you're making a small profit to a large business where you're getting a smaller piece but of a larger profit. So you got to look at that as when you're an artist. So Meek Mill's right. Things need to change. And I think that's what some of these, you know, independent labels are doing now, you know. We'll have to see. But anyways, what do you guys think about this? Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button.